Hello guys, and welcome to my first train with me video. I finally get to do one since I am still currently training my beautiful warm blood Chance here. I love this horse quite a bit. It kind of reminds me of like a last chance kind of situation. That's kind of what I was going for. I don't know if it was a TV show or something. I just like the name Chance. And I'll show you kind of where my routine kind of takes me. So sometimes I start wherever I was. So I was in Epona here in Crescent Moon. I go down to New Hillcrest, and then I go here to South Loop to do these, and then sometimes I'll take the ferry and go to Fort Pinta, or I will trailer and go all the way up to Golden Hills and come down this way. And I don't always have a path, but I try to like follow like where they all are or something. So we'll just go until we finish maxing this horse or something. Okay, I know I said I was going to South Hoof, but since it's a new day, I had a busy day yesterday, so I couldn't get my training video set, but we are going to finish up the rest of the Winter Village gnome event because I'm like 15 points away from getting the gnome pet, and I'll see you guys when I'm back in the Winter Village. Sorry for the weird voiceover, but I'm having to do it so you guys don't get bored within the video. I hope that is okay. So let's get into some of my experiences. My driving experiences. I've had so many idiots on the road. It is crazy. I don't know how to input it, but I've had so many crazy dum-dums on the road that I swear people like think I am literally invisible when I drive. I have a dash cam for a reason, and that's particularly why. But I think the most weirdest experience I've had per driving probably would be coming home from the gas station, because we go to Costco, because we have a Costco card. So I was coming home, I was turning left, there were a double turn lane, and I was in the outside lane, not the inside lane of the double turn lane. I still had a green light. By the time I got there, and I was like already halfway in the intersection and already turned yellow. And this idiot on the right, to like go across the bridge to go to Costco, decided to turn right as I'm halfway through the intersection as well. I had to lay on my horn and legit slam on my brakes. I literally thought I was gonna hit this dude. Like, my entire life flashed before my eyes doing that. It was crazy. I have another driving experience where my best friend was with me, and we were gonna go to the mall and walk around and have like a bite to eat there. Same area as the freeway. Now, I will say this, it's in California, like in the San Diego area kind of thing. Like, it's hard to say, but we're in like the San Diego area, I should say San Diego County area, and I was heading to get gas because I needed it before we like went to the mall and did all these things. And there is a specific light that you go over this bridge to go to Costco, and you're coming off another freeway to get on to this road to go to Costco, and you're making a right. It's a double turn lane, but in one turn lane you can either go straight, turn right, or turn left. So you have like a three and one, and everyone always decides to be stupid in the farthest right lane to turn right. Everybody wants to be in the lane that I'm in because I picked the lane that's the dual, which goes the two different directions, where you can go straight. I'm always in that lane because I know someone's gonna want over, and people still try to hit me when I'm already in my lane. So I already made my turn. Halfway in my turn, I notice this stupid lady, and I mean stupid, has her blinker on, does not look, and comes straight into my lane from the far right lane. She comes all the way left to get into the lane I want to get in to go to Costco. You still have a couple lights until you get to Costco, but anyway, I honked at her and I did give her the bird because I was not happy with that lady. That happens every single time. I love my friend, he is amazing. He was like, calm down. I'm like, fine, I'll calm down. Usually if someone gets me super angry, I do not enjoy it because then I get annoyed and people just annoy me because they need to go and learn how to drive. Okay, I have a few more. I'll add a couple semi-truck ones in because I have had stupid semi-truck drivers as well. I'm in my lane. I think it was when I had a job up in like 30 or 40 minutes from the house, and it was kind of early in the morning because I had to get to work at like 7, so I was already up by 5 and I had to leave by 6. It was just, that whole work experience was not fun, but I'm glad I'm not there anymore. Anyway, I was already in my lane. I'm about, I don't know, probably the 3rd lane if you're here in California. I think it's the 3rd lane. Because they have the fast lane, the other fast lane, the slow lane, the other slow, like slow lane. Something like that. I'm in my lane, just chilling, driving along. I have a semi to my right who decides to kind of come into my lane, and I had nowhere to go. He was either on my right and I end up running into him, or I end up hitting the person that's on my left. I did notice there was a person there, but I had literally nowhere to go. I lay on my horn again, and then he finally gets back over, and I had to speed up. I did not hit him. In any of these stories, I did not hit. I have not hit anybody at all. I've been a very good defensive driver, as you could probably say, but I just have idiots like everywhere. I guess you could imagine. People after COVID, I swear, have not learned to. Alright, so halfway through that process, we finally leveled our horse, so let's level him. And then we'll continue on doing the rest of the races. I like to do the races last because they're kind of the easiest and they don't take near as long, so that's kind of how I do it. Sorry if it's kind of a weird process, but that's how I like to do it. If you like to do it a different way, that's totally cool with me. Drive again, except for me, because I got my license before COVID started, but I was still driving around every so often to see friends and whatnot. But other than that, I had mine before COVID started. Hardly anybody was driving around and whatnot, and yada yada yada. I have one more story, which also involves a semi. Literally cutting me off. I didn't hit him, but I did literally slam on my brakes. So I'm coming home. I don't remember what I was doing that day. I was doing something. And I'm just coming home on the 15, going home. I'm like, I don't know, 10 minutes away from home, still on the freeway. I have a semi that comes all the way into the 2nd or 3rd lane, somewhere around there. I do not remember which lane it was in. That also made my life flash before my eyes as well. Terrible experience. I don't admit it. I hate it. It scared me. Okay, that did not take as near as long as I thought. We still have 2 races left to finish the actual, like, event type thing, but we just finished our board, so that was interesting. I'm still curious on, like, how the points work, because it's 1 point per quest, I thought. But we literally just finished it within, I don't know, 20 minutes, something like that. So let's see our new pet here. Let's see what Mr. what is his name? Tumble. So let's claim. We got almost everything done except for a couple races. Other than that, we got our pet. Let's claim it. Wow, you have done an amazing job. The gnomes are much less bouncy and restless. I can't tell you how grateful we are. Look, here they come now. Coming back from an adventure. Thank you so much, Elsa. We couldn't have done it without you. This may be cheeky, but I hope to see you around next year too. It's been such a relief. Oh, and by the way, I managed to get through this guy's tough exterior. He admitted he really wants a friend. So can you help me out one last time? Take him with you on your adventures around Jorvik. He'd really appreciate it. This year's Winter Festival has been such a success. All thanks to you. I can't wait to see you again next year. It's been a delight having you here. Take care, Elsa. Well, that was an amazing little tidbit, and that was actually really fun. Let's see what he looks like. Oh my god, he's ginormous. He's adorable. Oh my gosh. He's literally adorable. I like him. He's adorable. I have a few gnome pets that I got when I got some star coins, so I have a few, but none like this guy. He's cool. Alright. I didn't do any races besides these today since I forgot to do them a little bit ago, but that's okay. So I'll finish up in here and then I'll head over to South Hoof really quick to finish up. I don't mind them as long as they stay in their lanes. But he literally comes all the way over, kinda into my lane, and I had to slam on my brakes super hard that my backpack that I have sitting on my passenger seat falls underneath my glove box. So yeah, half of those are like really horrifying experiences. I hope none of you go through that, by the way, because they're very scary and I do not like them. I was going to talk about more of driving experiences, in my opinion. I've never met a karma cop. I wish I could have a karma cop. I've only met one karma cop when I wasn't driving, which kind of sucks, but I didn't meet one when I was driving. I would like to meet one when I'm driving. Would be nice because I see so many idiots out there being stupid. I wish I could have one in my own dash cam so I can keep it and save it and be like, hey, I found one. But I haven't yet. I was also going to talk about specific horses that I absolutely love. Like in my favorite horses so far, like I said, I absolutely adore the warm bloods because they are my, like, as I said, absolute favorite breed, both in real life and in the game. I love them. They are amazing. I've ridden a few. I've also ridden kind of a sporty horse mixed breed. She was actually quite fun and very powerful. But she was quite a fun little spitfire. I did enjoy riding her. She liked her job. The horse liked her job quite a bit, and so did I. But I've ridden so many horses in the past, I don't know, 10 years of my life that it's hard to like pick which ones I like the most because I have so many. Besides showing, those were fun. I've only showed a few times. I only got, in my very, very first show, I only got 3rd place, which is actually quite good for me. I was riding a horse named Winston. He is no longer with us. May he rest in peace. I loved him. He was the little light in my joy. Well, I should say joy of my life. He was amazing. So I was a dork. I went to the wrong place. Oops, that was my fault. So we're now in Crescent Moon Village, and I'm also going to do New Hillcrest. I'm also probably going to do a few side quests, but I'll do that a little off camera because I still got to do my reputation for Jamie. I finished up Ricky the other day. I'm surprised I don't give you more because, like, you don't have enough. I'll show you. Because I literally finished him the other day and then his quests totally just, like, disappeared on me. Where is that here? Ricky, where are you? Here it is. All you get is liked with Ricky. That's literally it. That's all you get. I don't know if they'll ever, like, make it popular, and same with the mall. I haven't been to the mall for a while. Guess I should go and do some of those too. See how many we have. But anyway, we're gonna do, as I said, we're gonna do Crescent Moon Village and New Hillcrest races, and then we'll head over to, I'm gonna say Redwood Point. Because, like I said, my training routine totally varies. Sometimes I like to go the farthest point with, like, the ones that, like, have multiple races in them, or places where it's, like, sort of close together. Like, Dundle, for example. I do these, and then I go straight over here to those. This is just, it's like a pathway, except I don't go up here much. But I will do these eventually, probably today. But that's part of my training routine so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I will do me train while I do my voiceover, so I'm hoping that works out well for me. So let's go. I loved him. He was fun to ride. He did have some issues. I don't know if it was neurologically or something like that that happened to him before he passed, but it was something like that. He was a fun horse. I had another horse I showed with where I got first in a lot, and I actually won a halter and a lead rope, and I think a fly mask, or a bonnet, one of the two. I don't remember which one. On her, I got first in a flat class. I think they were both in a flat class. But I got the third on Winston, and then another one on another horse. I forgot her name now. Been so many years ago. I won first in a flat class, and I also think I won first in cross rails, so that was a fun experience as well. Super fun experience, and I loved the show ring. It was a lot of fun. I wish I could have kept it, but I never did. I ended up not showing because it was so expensive, and I didn't want to waste my parents' money. That was also another thing. Okay, I still am blanked-faced at what I'm about to talk about on these, because, like, this is my first time ever doing, like, something like this, so I do apologize for if it's, like, the worst voiceover you've ever experienced. I apologize. I am terrible at this. I would like more ideas from you guys about what to talk about in these. I know there's a bunch of, like, things out there you can talk about, but I don't have any funny moments to talk about. Or that I remember, apparently, for some reason. My brain's apparently just, like, fried from trying to think about what to talk about. But I'll continue talking about the horses I've ridden. How about that? I've ridden so many horses, I can't tell you how many I've ridden. I've ridden so many. There are so many horses I've ridden, so many horses I've actually fallen off of. I have never fallen off at a show, though. That's the one thing that has never happened to me. I'll never have fallen off at the show. I've only had a horse that spooked, and that was about it, and I got eliminated. But other than that, I have never fallen off a horse in a show. I've only really fallen off at, like, the home barn and, like, other places, like, to where it kind of broke my confidence, I guess you could say. I will tell you this, I have not ridden in about a year or more so far, because my last job totally just, like, it mentally burnt me out of even wanting to enjoy riding. That's how mentally broke I felt in my own head. I recently moved jobs. I am loving it so far. They are an amazing band of people and horses. So nice. Such chill horses, and they are amazing. I love them. But back to my experiences. Not really in the show ring, but, like, experiences so far. I worked at an Arabian farm for my very first job. That was an experience in itself. It was fun, but also very, not tiring in a way, but we were kind of understaffed. But it was still a great place to actually like start working and get used to grooming horses like professionally. I eventually would like to travel with like a barn to like shows, but I've heard a lot of different things of why people don't, and I can understand why. I'm not gonna explain why, but I've heard many stories about that. Alright, so back to driving experiences. I know it's kind of weird going in between horse-related stuff and driving experiences, but since I have zero to talk about at this moment in time, I'm just going to go back to driving experiences. Recently, I have seen a lot of people while I'm driving, say anywhere, from going to see my friends or going out to have lunch or something like that with family or friends. I see people run both stop signs and also red lights. I've seen it constantly, and I'm surprised there's no cops around to actually give out tickets for that. And I've been wondering why I never see a cop when I need it. That's another thing. I rarely see a cop when I need them. Like, say, my experiences in people being idiots and cutting me off and coming into the lane when it's unsafe in my last little tidbit of the beginning-ish of the video. That part. I need a cop there. I only have had it happen. I haven't had it happen, but my dad has had it happen to him. Same area of going to Costco and getting gas, and people turning from people wanting to be in the left lane instead of the right lane in that turn lane area. He has had one cop do it, and he got 2 people for the price of 1. That was actually hilarious. So, we've finally leveled up to level 13. I am happy about that. We're gonna level up really quick. So, I'm gonna continue training. I don't know where I want to go next. Probably up in Valedale, probably is my next area to do. So I'm gonna go up there and see how much more we can get done for the day. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching my video thus far. If you are enjoying my content, please like, subscribe, or comment. Your feedback is always welcome on my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!